What's up, everybody? Matt with Heroes Rise Coffee. Trying out a new camera today. Working on the microphone. Sorry if I'm loud. Sorry if it's loud in here. Today is roast day at Heroes Rise Coffee. Every day is roast day here at Heroes Rise Coffee. If we're not out and about or chasing the wind, whatever we're up to. Right now, I'm just finishing up a batch, so I got my cooling fans going, and I think it's pretty close to drop. Probably have Nick come in and drop it. Yo, Nick, want to drop that for me while I'm talking? It's a crazy day here sometimes at the roastery. So we got the roaster going on. We got my brother Nick coming into frame here. What up? We're gonna drop these beans. Once they get so cold, we just drop them into the buckets and they go into bags. Well, they gotta, blow off the CO2 over a period of time, but otherwise, it's pretty easy. We have our top secret roasting recipes that we have here at Heroes Rise. That makes our coffee different than everybody else's. Every coffee roaster has a different way that they roast coffee. Sure, the general idea is the same, but it's the fine tweaks and really it's the flavor profiles. I always tell people, I never enjoyed a good cup of coffee for a long time. I share all the time that if you've been at an EMS, police, or fire station, you get the cheapest coffee. It's pretty much just mud water, I guess you could say, with some probably fake caffeine poured into it. And then part of your soul, or all that's left, right? But it's terrible coffee. And so when I had my first great cup of coffee, I remember me and Nick went down to roasting school, learning how to use this roaster. We went down there and, we sipped this cup of coffee. And I think it was Colombian, right, Nick? It was I don't remember. I think it was just a simple Colombian, and we sipped it and we looked at each other and we're like, there's no way that that's coffee. It can't be possible. And it was a really good cup of coffee. And so we said, man, we hope we can just roast coffee that good. And we've been fine tuning our skills since. We've had a lot of uphill battles from there, working on getting this roaster tuned and really outgrowing this roaster. We probably put too much through it. So we're working on getting a new roaster soon. And so we can put out even better coffee in more amounts for you guys to keep up. Today, just dropped some decaf. The reason I bring up decaf today is down at the door. If you've ever been there, it's in LaPorte, Minnesota. About 30 minutes south of Bemidji, something like that? Yeah, something like that. They have a coffee shop down there. How would you describe the coffee shop, Nick? What do you think? If you had one word, you get one word. Nick's over there, guys. What's he gonna say?
Put me on the spot here.
One word. If I had to do one word for LaPorte Coffee Shop, restoration. Because it's got such a cool story. The Days, Joyce and Kevin is like a master of arts of building, because this place was a dump. It was should have been condemned, should have been a firehouse to burn down for training. Kevin turned this place into a miraculous place. It's an emergency shelter. It is also a coffee shop downstairs. They have church Bible studies, church basically there on Friday nights. It is a cool place, amazing people, and of course, amazing coffee. They sell our coffee down there, and if you ever are looking for our coffee during the winter, it is the place to go. It's the place to definitely check out. So if you're ever around, go to LaPorte, Minnesota, check out the coffee. But they do this cool thing down there. They do free will donation coffee. Meaning, if you just come down there, get a regular cup of coffee, you go kind of into the dining room side and you pump your coffee into their mug, and you just put whatever you want in there. And at first I thought it was the craziest idea ever. I was like, you guys are never going to make money on that. They make crazy money on it. People really bless them and take care of them, but they go through decaf. And so I've never been a big decaf company. I hate decaf, I'll be honest. Nick hates it probably just as much as I do. But it is a decaf stop down there. We're also going to be having a lot of decaf coming to Moorhead, Minnesota pretty soon. Oh, wait, oh yeah. If you haven't seen this before, see if I can get it on frame here. Well, go to heroesrisecoffee.com. Check it out, our Death Before Decaf patch. So we got these really nice silicone patches, printed really nice. I don't even have Velcro on me, but Velcro, whatever. But amazing patches. Get over there and check them out. We're working on getting more patches a month out. We've been slacking. Honestly, we were wrapping up our busy season, so it's been crazy. But anyways, if you need decaf, it's going to be coming online again. It's going to be hitting Moorhead, Minnesota in bulk starting January. And then down at the door, they're going to have it down there. And then some people private message us. We get a lot of private orders. People will be like, hey, I like my coffee this way. Would you roast it for us? Like I said earlier, every coffee roaster roasts their coffee different. Usually it's all pretty good. But the one thing we do here well at Heroes Rise is even though we kick out large amounts of coffee, we still get those custom orders for you done. We have one guy, what does Mark order? He orders peanut butter dark roast, right? Is that what it is? Mark, I don't want to say his last name on camera, but I'm pretty sure he orders peanut butter dark roast is what it is. Normally our peanut butter is a medium roast. And so we make custom orders, help people out all the time. And of course, charge like quadruple the cost. Just kidding. Just kidding. We don't do that. But today is roast day. We're pumped to be down here. And today, Nick is fine tuning, and tomorrow he's fine tuning some of our new flavors. We have 3 new roasts coming out, 2 flavors, 1 roast coming out. We have, like I said on our last video, we have our new raspberry white chocolate. Nick's not sure how he feels about the mixture, but we'll see what happens. Our new s'mores coming out, and my, like I said, the ultra dark roasters I think will be one of my new favorites for those that just need to taste to feel ultra dark roast. But yeah, so anyways, we're down here. I want to talk about a few things coming up this week. Our live stream should be approved soon on YouTube. I thought it'd be cool to do more live streams down here when we're at the roastery to see what's going on. But next week, this weekend, we're taking off. My brother had his baby, and so we're going to go down and visit him and his wife and little baby Pierce and check him out. First boy of the Van family. If you know me, I had 2 amazing daughters, and so I said that was enough. They have tested my soul and my heart and my willpower, and I love them to death. But next week and the weekend after that, the first weekend in November, deer opener, what? I won't be there. I'll be in Minot with my wife, Charlie, and we're going to be working the Minot show together. Very excited for that. So if you're in Minot, North Dakota, hunting opener weekend, come check us out. We're going to have our 3 new coffees there and some other stuff going on. But definitely want to come check that booth out, Cold Brew. It's going to be our biggest booth we've set up yet. One last thing I want to talk about. Nope, not going to talk about this video. I am going to talk about it in another video because it's going to take a little bit of time to explain why. I mentioned last time we're going to be switching to kind of an industry standard coming up. But you'll see that in the next video. I put too much content in videos and you guys don't want to watch that long. So I just want to give you a few updates this week, what's going on, and talk about Minot next week. So again, if you're down by the door, down in LaPorte, Minnesota, or going to Brainerd or heading down south, swing by the door, load up on anything but decaf coffee. But if you need decaf, you can get it. It's there. But yeah, you don't need it. Honestly, I love all of our coffee drinkers. So those that do drink decaf, I love you. But I also, yeah, you can always drink some dark roast. Well, then it's not fair either because we say, dark roast, for those that say they know coffee, remember dark roast has less caffeine than light roast. Why? Because it roasts longer. You cook it out longer. Oh, Nick's throwing another one at me. Woohoo! Bam, light roast. So we got our light roast themed after EMS, dark roast themed after fire. Because you just burn it more. So we thought that'd be fun to name after fire. And our light roast, which has pretty action-packed caffeine. We quit making cold brew out of our light roast because it is a little shaky, right? So we try not to get the shakes out of people. But we had some people that would come to us at shows and say, man, your coffee just gives me the shakes. It makes me nervous. And I'm like, well, I mean, if you're drinking dark roast, that wouldn't be the problem. But if you're drinking this light roast here and you're making cold brew or making this at home and you're maybe used to your Folgers coffee or Starbucks, the light roast is pretty action-packed. So it's probably, honestly, just getting you the shakes from the caffeine content. And our coffee's super fresh. I mean, we're roasting it today. It's going to go out pretty much the next 48 hours. We got fundraisers to fill and all that stuff. So again, light roast, action-packed. Dark roast still has a fair amount of caffeine because it's so fresh and we don't take it super dark. Probably our lightest caffeinated roast, besides Evil Decaf, will be our ultra dark roast because we're taking that super dark, almost to a full city. So pretty awesome. But yeah, so we got that going on. Again, Minot, come check it out. And then hopefully our live stream will be up on YouTube soon so you guys can check it out. We just thank you for supporting Heroes Rise Coffee. I want to add, every time you buy, you supply first responders with coffee. That is a new motto we're going to be taking on. When you buy, you supply heroes. It could be first responders for the most part, but man, we support so many heroes across our communities and all that stuff. So I think that's what I got going on today. We roast 1 bucket at a time here at Heroes Rise. We have a 10 kilogram roaster, which means I can roast 10 kilograms of coffee at a time. It's just not enough anymore. You guys, I wish I could roast, a full one of these at a time. That's the goal, is to get a big bag of coffee at one time. But instead, this is what we started with. We've outgrown it. Hey, if you need a coffee roaster or want to buy one, let me know. Other than that, Nick, anything else for him? Have a heroic day. Don't forget, when you buy, you supply. That's our new motto. Well, roasting for those for serve is our motto. But other than that, yeah, you guys have a great day. Oh, and what would be a video, a live stream, or a post? Got me sipping on some heroic cold brew. Best ever. Have a heroic day, everybody.